Hello, YouTube. Hey, I don't like that. Anyone have a better idea for an intro?
Hi, this is just a little message letting me know that your mother will die in 30 seconds if you don't get down to the cave
This is
behind
going on YouTube.
Okay, well then why don't you just keep saying that and we'll see if we can fix your problems. Because you'll probably get flagged like 10 times, but we'll just see where it goes from there.
Yeah. Okay.
Arrest.
Hey.
You'll probably get arrested, killed, and then raped in prison.
Probably.
When you drop Just don't drop the soap. This is the only advice I can give you.
Do you want to know something, though?
Yeah.
I actually know somebody that did go to prison, dropped the soap, literally and metaphorically, never got raped.
Wow, that's one lucky man, because once you bend over, it's all over.
Do you want to know why, though?
Why?
Anyone that did it to him never came back the next day.
So the guy you know is a rapist murderer?
Nope.
Okay.
Out of jail.
Oh, I see. Makes a lot more sense.
Yep. Let's actually do something so YouTube can be entertained. Because they're always like, hey, there was no video, blah, blah, blah. Let's do something.
The YouTube populace must be fed like an angry tiger.
Yes. Does anyone other than me is using a controller at the moment? I know English.
I'm like the only one who's not. My pad. I left it in Wisconsin. So you know.
Wow, on the radio. I hope
Noah,
the radio isn't.
grab my sword.
Can you guys hear music in the background?
Grab it, Noah.
Oh, that's cool.
No, give it back.
I like this sword.
Give it back, please.
I'll take the duck. I can't hear any music. Is that a problem?
No, because otherwise it would be copyrighted then.
Oh, good, because copywriting can.
Yeah, I just realized that the radio is on, because my dad wants it on for some reason.
Fathers these days.
Yeah, I know. They just like the radio and.
You're lucky. My father is an alcoholic, but that's just me.
My father chooses not to live in the same state as me. That's just great.
Well, that's...
Anybody else have a deadbeat dad?
I had a stepdad that died that I didn't like, but I never really gave him a chance of actually liking him. So, you know, every action he did, I only saw the downside of.
Same here.
I can hear that, brother.
Don't say that, Noah.
Sending AIDS.
No. Sending AIDS?
Yeah. AIDS.
AIDS.
We should all start over with level 1 characters. I'll be the king, cause
if we started over, I would be the peasant with the wooden spoon. That would be the best.
I'll be the king.
You know what I really hate though? I believe I told you, Nathan, but I know your friend doesn't know. My friend deleted all my saved data on my Xbox.
Oh yeah, didn't you say your retarded girlfriend or something?
What? No, my friend. That's not.
Oh,
I now want to punch his face in and throw him off a cliff 50 times. Who didn't buy potions?
Oh my gosh, we both died. I was fixing my resolution settings.
I was turning down the game settings so I could hear people.
Yeah, I hear you. I just completely disabled sound itself, so YouTube doesn't scream at me for it's too loud. It's too quiet.
No, they're gonna scream at you like, what are those little kids doing?
They're probably asking that.
A little side note, Mr. Rick, I never come prepared.
Oh no, Rig, this is your lucky day. I'm finally getting into agility. Ooh, what a dirty feeling.
Defense. I never have enough.
You wanna know something? On my first character I did all out defense and practically beat the game very easily.
The hardest level for us was either Full Moon or
we were there for like 5 hours just because we were
something actually I found out in the Xbox version. I found out that the Full Moon, Necromancer, and Ice King / Queen / It thing is actually preset to insane mode instead of normal mode when you're on the actual normal playthrough.
And then what's insane mode?
It's actually replaced. They didn't do the coding right on the Xbox, and they never cared to update it.
Oh, so on the Xbox it's like a billion.
Why is there poop on my sword? Can somebody explain that?
That's
I would love to explain that. This game is addicted to poop. And another hard one was the first desert level because like what he would see is like I would be battling the roly-polies when on his screen I would be like caught in like the little worm things and we kept seeing different things, so it was really hard to get something correct.
You wanna know what I just realized?
There's a dig spot right next to us.
You two might find me crazy.
Yes.
It might not be picking up the Skype call.
Excuse me? What? But we're talking right now. How does that make sense?
But I'm not sure if it's picking up Skype. I didn't make sure that the audio was actually going to be picked up. This is all testing at the moment.
Oh wait, so you're actually recording right now? Oh, I didn't know that. So they've been like, so if your Skype has been on, they've been listening to us the whole time?
If it's been recording, then it should be. And I'm gonna probably try to end it around 15 minutes. How long is this call?
What?
How long has the call been going on so far?
For me and Nathan, it's been going on for an hour, but for us, it's been like maybe 15 minutes to a half hour.
Let me think. You said it at that. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video because it's almost been 15 minutes then, I think. Everyone, scream bye to YouTube.
I'm not an attention whore.
Okay.
So the whole
And now
world knew that
episode
you were a
2.
faggot.
I just had to make sure that the world knew who I was.
Can someone keep a side note of 7:30? You know what?
Okay.
30. There, I typed in the Skype call. Oh crap!
It's 7:32.
Crap! I just tabbed out. I hope that doesn't alter the video like it did last time.
Can somebody turn down their volume, please? Because it's like, Noah, can you like turn down your
my audio is completely off.
But it's almost all the. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, because I can't hear Rig and or you. There, thank you.
Protect my lifeless body.
Actually, I'm keeping you up. Never mind.
There it goes.
I was keeping you defended for a good time. Then after you said lifeless body, then you fell.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how to get that golden whale? Because I really
You need to buy a game. The different game that they're selling. I'm not sure if you can get it on Xbox yet.
It's an alien hominid.
No, that's not even
Is
sold.
it that Block Theater game that's coming out?
I believe that's it.
Yeah, there's that St. Patrick's guy. There's a hack version of him. I know it's hack, but
it's Hattie.
He shoots golden whale. So
yeah, that you can either hack the game by like putting it into the game files.
No one likes hacks.
Or you can get it on Steam when it comes out in like a couple months.
How much is it?
Hacking is for the weak. Actually buying the game is for the men. But the smartest of them all is the people that download it for free.
Yeah,
Rick, I saw this really cool video. Some level 99 Blue Knight said level 245 is for the weak. Truer words have never been spoken.
It is. Anyone that's actually 256 and actually has never played any character, then you don't deserve that title at all. Because that is a complete
all you have to really do is get in there, join the first level, and then like get to the barbarian boss without doing a thing, and then leave. You don't even have to do CRUD. You just have to hit the A button twice.
Yeah, there was this comment like, "Hey, I used to be rank like 900, but now I'm rank 2,000 because of all the hackers."
Yeah, I don't like it when you though. Xbox actually gave a damn and updated for free for once. They reset all the 256 levels to back to 99, but I'm not sure if it kept the played on insane mode and shit. I think it just reset all the stats back to a fail-safe mode because it's off record charts that it would delete because the way people got 256 on Xbox was in a lobby, put with a guest or something.
Yeah, Rig, you know that guy you were calling a tool, the orange knight we were playing with like yesterday?
that guy was a complete tool. He was a complete tool.
He hacked the golden sword and I got mine legit, which doesn't really mean anything considering it's a video game.
My dead body. Anyone?
Hold on! I shall bring you back to life with crappy CPR!
Like pushing on him.
Ugh. That's actually very painful for me.
Wait, why are you using the duck?
I don't know.
Why not?
I like ducks.
Guys, why not?
See a duck, you gotta hit him with a shovel.
Whenever you see a duck, hit him with a shovel.
Yes. Wait, are we on insane mode or are we just on
insane mode?
That's why the bear just threw you and one-shotted you.
Yeah, and I'm losing potions.
Wait,
like
Rig, do you know how to pronounce the bat's name? Noah keeps calling it Pipistrello, and I doubt that's how you pronounce it.
That's not. It's Pistrello or something.
Pistrello? Oh, that.
Oh my gosh, his tongue is a one-hit kill. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, but see though, have you beat insane mode all by yourself?
No, and I really want to, no, I can't because
I literally beat every single level on the Xbox as my Red Knight on insane mode. Given the factor though, I started at doing it at level 99, but nonetheless though, it was still hard.
Oh my gosh, I want the fencers hit like 300s with their saws, and I want the necromancer so bad. He's my favorite character.
You haven't even played as him. Calm down, woman. Calm down.
It's seriously, it's the necromancers. Do I need to explain?
Yes.
But are they releasing Block Theater on the PC too, or are they just gonna leave it on the Xbox? Because that would suck for people who play the.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what goes on with Steam, but they're usually the second to get everything. Well, Xbox is like, here's $500,000. Give us everything.
And the PS3 is in some dark room cutting himself.
Pretty much. Oh, they get everything last. He's in your years later. Like, oh my god, you got Castle Crashers. It's the newest game.
It's like, dude, that came out in 2008.
I can't wait till Castle Crashers 2 when they add 3,000 more characters and it's on like the PS 6000. I can't imagine how mad Bill Gates would be if PS3 unleashed PS360. That would
the PS360. That would be
Bill Gates would go into
like a cluster.
Why am I dying so much? I don't want to die.
You have no potions, woman.
Neither does Nathan.
Really? Because everyone knows that's not a potion. Who needs potions when I got?
We can move this giant boulder.
There's a bear in it.
Yes, and I don't have the bear yet because I was a lazy ass.
Hey, no, watch this. If you find an item with your dig thing and you don't hold it up, you sit there like shaking and vibrating while holding the thingy-majigger. Oh my goodness, what type of sword is that? Oh, it's the fish. It was kissing the ground.
Can I have the bear? Ew, he looks just like my koala. I want my koala back.
That's not a koala, it's a polar bear.
It looks like a koala, so I'm going with it.
It doesn't have the nose.
I don't care. Climb the mountain.
Everyone, come back down.
I'm slipping.
Everyone, come back down for a second.
I'm slipping.
Friend, Koala, come down here for a second.
Yeah. I'm Bear Grylls, and welcome to Man vs. Wild. Let's drink our pee.
Activate your magic,
Let's drink
go
this
start hanging up the mountain, and release your magic button, and I think the computer just broke. Nope.
Okay, so what?
Go, release your magic button now. Oh my god, best glitch ever, it does nothing.
Oh, I thought that was a glitch.
It looks like we're stinky when we're climbing up the stairs. Tess, I don't want to see anything.
Oh my gosh, prostitution.
Hobos have rags. Call them hobos.
I thought that was
hobo rags,
but whatever.
It's the hobo rag disease. Tess, how about you don't do that?
Hey, turn off that PewDiePie. Great, now I have to link PewDiePie.
His little sister is being a...
Tessa, please, can you please turn off PewDiePie?
Seriously.
We're not...
At least go away.
You know what? Never mind.
Rig, you're gonna get the king after we do this, because you're the first player in the party.
What's going on?
I'll just do it on my own, because I'm a lonely little forever.
I did it on my own.
Did what?
No, you didn't.
Strello. On my own.
Actually, Strello is actually very easy, as long as you know what you're doing.